Next, the challenge facing young Londoners trying to get their life back on track after leaving prison. That includes having no bank account, no housing and no family support. Charities which help offenders break the cycle of crime say reaching people has been even tougher during the pandemic. Megan Owen has been hearing Patrick's story.
This is Patrick. He was convicted last September and spent lockdown in prison.
We wasn't allowed out of the cell except for 30 minutes a day. When you're alone like that, a lot can go on in your mind, like it can get really, really crazy. I personally found I'd be pacing up and down my cell for hours at a time.
Patrick was released in June with nowhere to stay and nobody to meet him at the gates.
When I was released, I was obviously taken to the gates by a group of officers and led out the door with 3 bags, no phone and no way to contact anyone. Not having a plan caused anxiety. In my head it was like the reason that I committed the crime and the reason that I got sent to jail was not having money, being homeless, right? So you release me into the exact same situation. To me, it doesn't make any sense.
37% of prison leavers in London were released homeless or to unknown circumstances during lockdown. The Ministry of Justice says our £6.4 million pilot, which is being trialled in London as part of the government's rough sleeping strategy, has helped hundreds of offenders stay off the streets. London-based charity Switchback helps young men build a stable life upon release.
Most of the time we was meeting them on the day of their release, but before that we had no contact with them.
Despite the difficulties, Patrick was connected to Raf from the charity, who helps him on a practical and emotional level.
Sometimes it was just being a person that he can talk to. As you can imagine, coming out in such a crazy time and having no support, no one to speak to is quite daunting.
He just texts me every week, calls me every week, even if it's nothing to do, just to make sure that I'm doing well. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, it might be a key worker on paper, but I call that a friend, man. Raf plays a very positive role in my life, so he does. He's been that step up to get me to where I need to be. I've been accepted onto a psychology course at Goldsmiths University in New Cross, and I also got a text to say that my housing is properly sorted and I have somewhere to stay now Saturday coming.
The basic necessities is what any human sort of deserves, and Patrick has that now, and we're so proud of him and he's worked so hard.
Megan Owen, BBC London.